Yeah, Charlton is, you know, it's in the blood now. It's your team, isn't it?
Oh, South London!
It's a family club. It's a family club, yeah.
My granddad, my father.
My mum, and that's my daughter, so we all come together.
It's my life, my family's life.
Support for the club always has been fantastic, and it always will be. It's the story of a group of teenage boys in 1905 playing football on this street and starting their own football team. It's the story of local people instigating a political movement to get a football team back to their rightful home. And it's the story of a team through times of unease, sticking to its roots and giving invaluable contributions back to the community. It's the story of Charlton Athletic, and we're down the valley.
They've seen it all at Charlton, from being set up by those lads 113 years ago to winning the FA Cup in 1947, near extinction in the 80s, and then that glorious return to the Premier League with Mendonca and Curbs. And Ben, who's a trustee at the museum, knows the whole lot.
We came to the valley in 1919. It was a disused quarry, and local supporters found it, dug it out, flattened it, created a football ground.
It was the fans doing that.
It was
fans
very
with
much,
their hands.
Very much the fans, one of whom was my great uncle. Our first sponsor, if you like, was a local fishmonger called Arthur Bryant, and he used to give the boys haddock and chips, and haddock quickly becomes haddock in the South London. This is the same footprint where we are now. So we are standing about here. Unfortunately, a lot of our history didn't take place at the Valley, because in 1985 we leave the Valley and go to Sellers Park.
Yeah.
Eventually fans formed a political party.
Yeah.
When the local council, Greenwich Council, refused planning permission for the club to rebuild the Valley. Put up 60 candidates in the election and won just under 15,000 votes.
And what did that feel like for you guys?
I think it just gives you that sense that it's your club, and we can always point to, this is what we do.
My mates at school all together decided to get season tickets, and our parents were like, yeah, that's cool. So there was like a group of 6 of us that sat at the back of the family stand, hard at the back of the bus. It was a real good entry to football. By that point you're hooked, and even after you've got relegated twice, you're still coming every week because it's your home after that. You come here, it's actually quite a big stadium. Imagine being like a sort of 10-year-old boy and looking up, you think you're at bloody Wembley or something. Being able to say that your club is producing talent that is going on to play for England, someone like Joe Gomez, you know, we've got a club that actually has substance to it.
Charlton's never been a fashionable club. We've never been top of the First Division or Premier League or whatever it was in those days. But I think, yeah, if you look at probably 95% of supporters, it's all been handed down through generations.
Charlton's award-winning community trust has made amazing contributions to education, health and equality in the local area. They have an LGBT-friendly side called Charlton Invicta, and Charlton Upbeats, their Down syndrome side, has seen over 100 people come through its doors. Chris Parks, the club secretary, sees this commitment to the local community as their biggest strength.
It's a complete spectrum of society in this football club, and it's absolutely brilliant. It's a bit like London itself, really. I love London, really, because it's about diversity. And this football club is diverse. Since Lee Bowyer's been back, they've got a couple more songs hit our supporters, and they really are coming together. And I think they've taken him to their hearts, as they should do, because he was a good player for us. One of our own, as they say.
The crowd's brilliant all game, the atmosphere's fantastic. The way that this club works as a community, the way that it feeds off the locals and complements the local area, it's absolutely brilliant.